No joke, guys. I was just going out to intro the video and show this truck that apparently broke down right in front of my mailbox. And right when I was walking outside, tow truck showed up. So I'll mind my business.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you.
Wow, so it's been a long time since we've been in this space, and you see we got the b2000 moved over here, we got the Audi TT over here, and there's no lift anymore, and stuff's kind of packed up. So I'm going to make this one fairly short, you guys, because it's a little chilly in here. Don't have the wood stove going right now, don't even have a wood supply. I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up to speed on what's going on. Obviously, you can tell these projects haven't been touched in a while. They've kind of just been in limbo here, and we're going to address that today. I just wanted to talk to you guys about this. It's a little bittersweet. So yeah, with that said, I'm just going to let the camera roll and we'll get into it. So guys, the garage is pretty much cleaned out, minus the b2000 and the Audi TT. And you know we got the new shop, which is great. That's absolutely fantastic. It's been working out a lot better than being in my garage. And this is where I started the business, right? That being said, the reason that you haven't seen a lot from either one of these rigs, you knew we were fixing the front end of this one, and then there's a few turbo upgrades that we want to make, and this one needs a Weber carburetor. It runs and drives just not very well, and I need to get that done. Neither one of these or the Fox body are going anywhere. The Fox body's not even in here, it's over in the steel building, and when I started a business, you guys, you know that I left the car dealership to work for myself, right? When I started, I actually made that plan about 2 years before I left the dealership. And I had some coworkers that I really enjoyed working with. The corporate big business dealership life and management changes, things like that, it got to a point, you guys, where I felt like I was in a prison. I was completely miserable at work. I wasn't acting like myself. I was irritable all the time. It wasn't working for me. And then as any car guy would, you know, I had my side projects and I was like, I can do this for myself. So like I said, this was like a 2-year plan. I got the lift, which was thousands of dollars. I did all of the back end stuff to be a legitimate business. And then I didn't have ample amounts of money. So I started working in here. Got the lift in here. You remember seeing the concrete being poured. I'll put a picture in here in case you didn't see that. That's been about 2 years ago now. And everything was hunky-dory at first, right? I started working, and we are actually in the process of selling this place, and it gives me really mixed feelings, you know, obviously on to bigger and better things, hopefully, but this is my first house, and I was really proud of it. My first house, my first garage, the first place that I ever, you know, did my own business. And I mean, we were really running on a tight budget. You're sitting on a wood stove right now, for Christ's sakes, that I used to heat the place. And as you can imagine, there's not a whole lot of room in here to work, but it was just me. And there's something to be said about working for yourself. I absolutely 100%, if you ever get the chance, recommend it. On the flip side of that coin, though, it is 100% harder than you would ever imagine it would be. You know, getting the clientele, and I don't want to sell the place necessarily, but there's a lot of reasons for it, and I'm not going to hang up all my laundry for the whole world to see, but you know, a lot of it's business related, some of it is personal related, and it's not working out. And right now, with the shop and the overhead there and this place and all of my work being about a half an hour away, it just doesn't make sense at this point in my life to have this property. And I don't know exactly what the future is going to hold. I have a great girlfriend, I have a great family, so I know I'm going to be okay. But it's something that we have to figure out, because I got to a point where I was having enough work and enough business to pay all of my bills and not get to bring this stuff to you guys. And it was like, you know, I want to enjoy life too. And 100%, I'm happier working for myself than I ever was working at the dealership. I would never trade that for the world. But your first 5 years in business, they always say, is the hardest part of starting a business. And we're not even at 2 years yet. We're at about 15 months right now of being on our own. And again, I'm not going to get way too into it, but this location, it really handicapped the amount of work that I was able to do. And the long and the short of the story is, at one point in time, like, I could not advertise. I was not allowed to advertise or do what I was doing. So if you think about it that way, I've had the shop now for about 5 months, and really I kind of had to start over. And it's running a lot better. You know, I'm able to advertise again, do all these different things, but it's another expense that I have. And I want to enjoy my life and not just pay a bunch of bills and not be able to bring any of this content to you guys. Like, I feel bad that these things are just sitting here, and if I was able to just spend a little bit more money, I'd be able to be driving these things. You know, obviously it's winter right now in Minnesota, but I'd be able to enjoy them. And part of the joy of being a car enthusiast and having these toys is working on them, and I can't even do that right now. I feasibly, like financially, I cannot do that. So it's just no way to live, and I had to make a decision, and this property, the house in the garage, is going to get sold. So I just kind of wanted to update you guys on that a little bit. And you know, what kind of YouTube channel is it if I can't even provide the type of content that I want to provide to you guys? So I guess what I want to do next is just show you these for those of you who are here for the first time and kind of talk about where we're going to go with them. But I just kind of wanted to explain what is going on in my life a little bit, because it is going to impact the channel, and hopefully in a good way. And I appreciate you guys for sticking with me, and those of you who've been watching over the last 4 or 5 years, you probably remember seeing me get this place, set it up, all of that good stuff. Enough chit chat on that though. Let's just show you the projects for those of you who have not been here and have not seen this maybe. This is the b2000 that I actually picked up from a junkyard for 500 bucks, and it's not going to be super easy to get you a good look at it, you know, right now inside the garage. I was working on a few little electrical problems with it, but super clean, super straight truck, and I'm excited just to have this as a driver. See the b2000 badge there? I want to get it on some Escalade wheels, maybe like a 3-inch static drop on this thing, and just enjoy driving it. I'm starting to pack stuff up and get ready to go, so that's why there is stuff everywhere. This is my 2000 Audi Quattro, and like I said, I mean, you can obviously see hasn't been used in a while, and this is where these things shine. You look at the interior in these cars, and it's dark in here right now, but I absolutely love how the interior is laid out. These are real aluminum bezels on the vents. Just everything is so nice and clean and ahead of its time. I just love how the interiors are on this car. You know, nice, solid. Everything about it is just, everything about this car I just absolutely love. You know, we took the front bumper off because I'm fixing that. That's over at the shop. But yeah, neither one of these cars, my Audi TT or the b2000, are going anywhere, but we are. So you guys, over the next month or so, or a couple months, you know, who knows, maybe this buyer that's lined up is going to back out, but you're going to have to bear with me a little bit because it's going to take some doing. It's going to be a transition, and I'm going to be very busy. That being said, one thing that I do have coming to the channel that's going to be really fun is the work truck, the old F-150. Now that we got the shorty headers on it and the new intake manifold, we're going to get started on that flatbed project. So we're still going to have fun on the channel, and I'm still going to bring you the tool reviews and bring you along to work with me and stuff like that. But, you know, these things are going to remain sidelined until we have more of a concrete answer to what the hell we're doing. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Drop me a comment down below, like and subscribe if you've not already. And as always, you guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.